Okay, good morning. This is my first attempt at doing this. We're going to install a DCC control complete with sound supplied by wowkits, a TCS product. As you can see, this particular one is a 1922 WSK BAC-8. The locomotive we'll be working with is a Bachmann 260. It's come off the track a couple times, so it's found the ground a couple times, so it's been busted a few times. So taking it apart, it's not going to be that easy because it's been kind of patched back together again. But what we're going to try and do today is put the actual full DC and sound chip into the tender, run the wires from the tender into the engine, and that will hook into the wires and the motor for the control. Hopefully this will all work. And please bear with me, this is the first attempt I've ever done with this type of system. I do know how to do electronics, so it's not that far-fetched, but taking it apart, that'll be interesting. So, let's see how she goes. Now, I do recommend that you try and keep everything together in a little cup or something. Unfortunately, I have nothing here. It does make things a little easier when you do that. You don't lose anything, like little springs and stuff, which I did on one of the locomotives when I was doing some maintenance. It's on a pancake motor. And the brush springs sprung out. They were stuck inside, attached to the brush. And when I removed the spring, or the little pad, the spring was stuck inside the hole. And when I touched it, it went boing, and it went boing somewhere and never did find it. I did look, but oh well. One of those things, I guess. So if anybody's got some extra springs for one of those small little black pancake motors, send them my way. I could sure use a couple. Now, from what I remember here, we got two little clips to support into the body of the locomotive. And I do believe if we slide this ahead, that we'll be able to get the back end at least loose, like that. And then the trick is to get this whole thing come out. Well, it's not the simplest thing to do, but it can be done. Well, we did have it out of the snap, but just sort of snap back in again. We'll try that one more time. Yeah. Yes, you just gotta hold your mouse right. Now, then get this out of here without pulling any wires or breaking them. Although it doesn't really matter, we are cutting them later down the game here anyway. Because then we have, see, this is a lighting board, or a lighting circuit board. And that ties into your light in the front. Now, I'm not going to get too fancy by putting in LEDs and all the fun stuff into this one. I may put some indicator lights on the back for port and starboard to try it out, because I will be trying on the new one, putting a whole bunch of lights and stuff into that one, like, you know, firebox, that sort of thing. And that will be another upload video. But I'm going to play with this one first. Now, real trick to this is that these, it's kind of cool, is your lighting. This is off this black and red one here, if you can see them. I don't know if you can or not. I'll get a little closer to the camera. The black and red one, these come off your pickup from the track, from the wheels, and it lights up the lights, so it's on all the time, or at least when there's power to the track. And underneath the circuit board, there is the wiring for the motor, which we have to separate from the motor. Now, these little clippies are really cool. I like that. No soldering involved with this, but unfortunately, that's gone. Now, according to, from what I've seen, that the red wire is supposed to be on the engineer side, which is the right-hand side of the engine facing it, which would be this side here. It was on the opposite side, so this engine was probably going the wrong way according to the direction switch, but because it was analog anyway, or DC control, that it probably really didn't matter, but now we'll have to make sure that we get it the right way around. There's your red wire there, which is the positive pickup. So let's just put this aside for now. That will be another thing. Oh, see, another piece fell off. Looks like it's probably what they call a track de-icer. Blowing steam down the track, keep it clean. But again, that's something that broke off a long time ago. So let's go with this now. Now, as you can see, these particular wheels are metal, but there's no pickup on this for rear light or anything. So that's why I'm going to feed into from the tender into the locomotive for power pickup. Now my concern here more than anything is that we got this big weight. Now, I did look at the instructions a little bit. Well, before going into this. And this weight is going to be in the way because that's where the speaker is going to go. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that yet. I think we might have to cut it and fit it around because we want to keep the tender weighted or it will derail. And we don't need that happening. And since this is sort of a practice run, we don't want the new one to derail and do the crash bang on the floor either. Or get lost down in behind. So, here we are. Now, let's see how this all fits together. As you can see, this particular system is in what they call a static pouch. Now, that's a good thing. So, when you're working on this sort of thing, try not to drag your feet across the carpet before you touch it. If you do, you ground yourself out against something. Metal, door handle, fridge, stove, something like that to take the static electricity off your body. If you don't do that, you could possibly short out the circuitry in here, causing some problems. And you sure don't want that. So, I need some scissors, and I don't have any up here. Just hang on, I'll be right back. So, okay. Now this appears to be the sound card. And another seal component of the pouch. I believe this is the DCC. Now, I'm going to put that here. And it looks like that's going to be okay, but I don't know what I'm going to do with the weight. Because then that sits like that. And the speaker, which is here, they don't do a lot for you, do they? Looks like all the wiring, everything, I've got to attach to everything. So what we'll do here is I'll just get an idea what I want to do. Mark it out. Speaker goes like that. We use that one screw that is on the weight. Hold the DCC control in. Maybe use a little bit of glue on this one to hold it in place so it doesn't vibrate. And this goes there. Might be able to put the weight here. No. I don't want to put it on top because it is metal. So we'll have to just see how that works. But first thing I want to do though is we're going to get a little bit of a prep going here. And you put one of these little screws back in to hold this DCC in place. And you got a felt marker. We're gonna mark this. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to drill some holes in the bottom of the tender plate here. I'll have to use my small little Dremel drill press for that. I'll give you a rough idea where we're going to drill them. It's best to mark everything you're doing, right? And I did pick up a pin cable for this. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like we're getting a little bit of blur. Six and a 2. No, just a 6. That's all I need, right? Yeah, just a 6 pin. Looks like we're doing the mirror thing on there. I'm not sure that's going to upload, but we'll find out when I put it online. Yeah, 6 pin. We have 6 solder joints on the top here, so that's what we'll end up using. We'll have 2 for the motor, 2 for the lights, and the speaker, I believe, is back here. Fortunately, my arms aren't long enough. I put my glasses on. Sorry. Yeah, speaker's back over here. And it comes with 2 wires, so we'll solder those on. Wire them to the speaker, they go around. And then we have these 6-pin setup. Now, that looks like that's going to be plenty long enough. Yeah, will be between the 2 wires, right? So I'm not sure whether I'm going to put the pins inside or, you know, it depends how this all wires up, right? We'll see how much we can steal. But for the time being, I'm going to put you on pause and come back. Because I'm going to go drill some holes and get everything all prepped up for us. So I'll be right back. Okay. I don't know if you can see that or not. We'll move it around. I drilled some holes. It says to drill like 50, but looks like we got 4, 8, probably about a dozen. That should be lots. You just want the speaker to breathe through there. You probably could take a drill and drill a big hole and just put some mesh in there if you wanted to, but I don't think it's that necessary. We'll find out when we run this thing, but I'm thinking we're going to be okay. So, we have a little glue ring on here. That we, looks like I'll glue the speaker into place. not too bad. I guess because of the way I positioned it, that's why it's over so far. And the hole will position the speaker a little better next time. We'll move the holes over more into the center. I was just trying to line it up with this hole in here. But I see that we could have got away with, because of the way it's situated here, could have done it a little different. Okay. I'm just going to do step by step here, I think. Try to keep this video reasonably short. Now I was going to glue the board down on the other side here, and I've changed my mind for the simple reason that if I ever have to change it, that'd be real SOB to take apart. And I'm thinking that maybe if I had to, I probably could just use a longer screw through this hole here and go into the bottom and then put a nut or something here. But the one screw should hold it, like it's, you know, pretty solid. The guy could put maybe a little bit of Loctite or foam washer or something here. I mean, I don't think it's going to be too bad. I think the hardest part is going to be doing the weights. Now, I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, the guy might be able to put the weights up inside here. It might make it a little top heavy, which could be a problem, but you'll have to wait and see. Like, won't know until we run it. And what I think I might do before I put the weights in, I glue them in. That'll probably end up what's happening. If we do have clearance, see, everything goes back together okay. So I'm going to say that we probably have clearance to put the weights up inside. But might run without the weights first. And then try it with them up in here and see what happens. But, let's see. Anyway, I'm going to pause it for the moment. We'll solder these wires in and get our holes drilled for feeding to the board, to the box, and for our little lights on the back here. And go from there. There's no point in using up camera time just for that. I shall return. I just wanted to show you something quick here. These two wires coming out here, that's off your, which I mentioned before. That's your power feed from the track or from the wheels. Now that circuit board that was here, this one, and here. Okay, I have two contacts on the other side which lined up with these two. That's what fed your motor. So we're going to pull these out. Right? That one's a little stiff. Anyway, that'll be your top and bottom for your motor connections electrically. So we'll be soldering wires on here and on this little tab here. And that'll isolate the motor from the frame or from the track, and then have it work off the DCC. I just thought I'd let you know. And while I have you, I drilled the two holes in the back here for the direction lighting, and the one in the front. Now, I'm going to use shrink wrap to go through the hole here I've also drilled a hole just above the firebox here, which almost puts it up in high inside here. So that'll give us a little bit of clearance room inside. And I'm going to use shrink wrap on that, also on the wires, to protect the wiring. So I'm just showing you that for now. I will return after I've got everything all soldered up and go through it with you again. Alrighty, and through the back. I got the soldering done. Orange on the red, gray on the white, or on the motor. Bottom side, red on red, black on black for the track. And I'm using blue and white for the headlight. Now also, I'm going to put back the circuit board, this one. Now what that'll do is protect the flywheel, or the wiring from the flywheel. So that'll probably be a good idea. So, and then we'll put this back together, and then all I have left to do is wire the tender and put it on the track and see what it does. So I shall return. Alrighty, I'm back. The soldering took a little more than, well, wasn't that bad. Getting everything back into the box now, that was another program. But it all does fit. You just have to tuck the wires in through the side and be okay. I got the green and red lights installed, but I did not wire them. I do not have the 32 gauge wire. I have, and unfortunately what I do have is too stiff. So I've ordered some, so when I get it I will wire them and make sure everything works here. But the headlight's wired, everything's wired into the plug. See? And we just have to make sure you put the plug in the right way, or that's not going to work very well either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a test track. I'll do it right here in front of us here. And we'll set up the controller and see how we're doing. So I just will be right back again. Sorry about this. Okay, we're all on the track. This is a quick test run. The light stays on. I have no control over it. I'm not sure if that's a wiring thing or just something to do with this engine. I would have to take it all apart to check it, but anyway, let's play some sound here first. I don't know if you can hear that or not. It's just kind of steaming up there. But got a bell, got a horn. Different whistles. And we mute it. And number 9 doesn't do anything. And 10 just gets, it sounds like a diesel warming up, but it's not. I think it's just steam. Well, you can hear the steam filling up, but anyway, let's make a movement here. Unfortunately, this has got that capacitor built in, so the train keeps running after you turn it off. So I kind of hang on to it so that the train runs for something like 10 or 15 seconds. After you turn it off, or after it loses power, in case there's a break in the track or whatever, it'll run right over it. But in this kind of situation, it's not so good. But anyway, that's it. My name is Gary, and I hope this all made sense to you. I'm sorry I couldn't do a better job of showing you the install, not this time, but it's the first one, and I'll try and make a few more as we go along. I have about 10 engines I need to switch over to DCC, and they're all different, so we'll have 10 different installations to show you. And great, and have a nice day. Thank you.